Hello, everyone. My name is Yael, and I'm super excited to have you here at this little webinar for a procrastinator's guide to the holiday marketing. Um, just as mentioned before, my name is Yael Zlatin. I'm the head of e-commerce here at Taxi, and I'll be doing this webinar talking about all the important things for e-commerce Q4 for 2019. I also have a very special guest presenting today, Cecilia Roberts, who is the e-commerce and digital marketing manager for Mariemekko. I will let her introduce herself in a minute here. Just as the agenda for today. So first of all, you are not too late. We're going to go over the key stats and the dates left to muster Q4 for 2019, as well as your holiday preparedness checklist, tips for converting visitors into customers. Then we'll have a very special fireside chat with Mariemekko. And then we're going to finish up with how you stay competitive, and then some final takeaways from this webinar. So going into the stats, US holiday e-commerce spending. As you can see, we see huge increase in spend when it comes to holiday retail e-com. We are talking in billions, and we expect 142 billions in 2019. Very interesting is the data that comes in as to how people prefer to commit to their shopping during the holidays. So we have 35% that are in store, 41% that are online only, and then 54% that are multi-channel, meaning they buy both in store and online. So having a really good holiday strategy is key here for success for 2019. Now, just another stat, a very interesting stat we would like to share with you. So opportunities this holiday season, 34% of US shoppers feel buying from brands they are familiar with is important to them, meaning use your email list, all the audiences and all the data collection that you have spent and invested in all the quarters of this year and previous year is a great opportunity to go after these people and make sure they come back and buy from you this holiday season. However, we also know that 3 in 4 people will buy a gift from a new retailer, meaning that this time is the best time to prospect. Even more, we know that when you are prospecting during Q4, you actually building your list for Q1 and Q2 of 2020. So this time is very exciting for all of us. Perhaps the most direct impact on the holiday season will be the length. So 2019 has shortened core holiday shopping period with 6 less days for shoppers to make their purchases. As you can see, 28 days in 2019 versus 34 days in 2018. So retailers that put the majority of their investment in this traditional core period will face challenges that retailers that take advantage of advanced preparation and strategy may be able to overcome or even drive incremental sales. Meaning, you guys want to be prepared for this holiday season. It's going to be short, but it's going to be super great. So now is the time to start rolling your strategy. It is still not too late, but yes, you should be thinking about it as well as taking action. Going into the stats. So the shopping season doesn't just occur from Thanksgiving to Christmas Day. The whole Q4 and into Q1 is now a shopping season. So it's not a sprint, it's more of a marathon. Conversions increase as early as October. We know that 12% of the adult population in the US is already shopping. They're committing to their Christmas shopping already. So we also know that many of them will finish their shopping by late November. And please don't forget about the research phase ahead of those first purchases. So we suggest you don't wait for Black Friday and fight every other retailer for those bottom funnel conversions at a much higher cost. At that point, a lot of people will already know who they are going to purchase from. Decrease your cost per acquisition by reaching shoppers earlier in their consideration and purchase phases at the top of funnel of this season. So let's take a look at how that looks on the calendar. I love this calendar. And as you guys can see, going from October to November, we highly recommend you guys start building your branding and audience list via prospecting. So these last weeks of October and first weeks of November are really important to building your lists. Now, as we go into November and we get closer to the Cyber Week, now it's a really great time, a week before the Cyber Week, to start preparing your customers to these great deals you're going to be offering. So create excitement. That could be done via ad extensions with time scarcity, via ads on social and other platforms you're advertising on, as well as your email list. If you are on big platforms such as Shopify, WooCommerce, BigCommerce, they all offer native plugins with countdown. So let's talk about the biggest month of the year, December. We recommend you guys increase your search and remarketing budgets just before Cyber Monday, and then be aware of the last shipping days. If you are a hybrid business in which you will have online shoppers as well as in-store shoppers, promoting buying online and picking up in store is a great idea. And then at the end of this holiday season, we recommend you keep your budgets through January 15. Q1 seems to be, in the last few years, one of the best months that e-com businesses would have. So that could be a really great opportunity for you to take those lists and data you've collected through the holidays and offer them a really great upsell and cross-sell. You can promote products with high profit margins, as well as get rid of some extra inventory you have. So based on all the data and the trends, what is that you should really do? Make the most of the holiday season for your business. Here is a checklist that gives you an overview of some of the important tasks for building and executing a successful holiday strategy. We are going to dive deeper into a few of these, including preparing your website for traffic and conversions, promotional strategy, first-party data, your email and CRM lists, as well as personalization. Personalization is key. And how your new customer acquisition in Q4 will jumpstart an even better new year of sales, the exciting Q1 for 2020. So first thing first, take out the guesswork. When talking about your website, your on-page, your homepage, and your product page, you want to clearly outline objections, doubts, and fears. These tend to be the questions that come up in sales process, like the price, lower the barrier to entry, show the benefits better. That doesn't mean that you need to lower the price, but segmenting your price and showing the price, showing some products that have a lower price that people can use for gift giving for their workmates or families that does not require a huge amount of spending. That's a really great idea of segmenting those. Ease of return. You want to give your clients a virtual hug and make sure they trust you, even though you might be a new retailer for them. You want to outline the ease of return on your product page and on your checkout page. Quality. You do want to have a really good design, and you want to get into the details, as well as you want to answer some of the questions of how do I use it? How does it work? Things that people might not ask you if they were in store touching the product. However, since we are talking about online shopping. Demonstrating products and showing real life scenarios is key here. That could be done through customer reviews or videos you can insert on your homepage or your product page, as well as answer a question to how these compare to what I'm currently doing or buying. So show the alternatives and show why it is better to buy from you. And then summing up with a question of, will it work? Show it. Show the review. Show people that use the product. Show great testimonials, as well as have a strong return policy and satisfaction policy. Make sure people feel safe buying with you, and once they purchase from you, they feel safe returning and buying from you again. And then talking a little bit about the checkout process, which is the most important part in every e-com store. So looking at your checkout process, just few general stats to why do people abandon your shopping cart. So shopping cart abandonment rates go really high when we see shipping fees. We are very accustomed to big places such as Amazon and Walmart, and having free shipping has become the natural way of shopping around e-com. So when we do come across a shipping fee with a new brand, we tend to bounce off. So think about that. Also think about taxes. There are different ways of overcoming those by creating bundles and increasing your average order value to kind of swallow that shipping fee and not really show it on the checkout page, which we highly recommend. Now let's talk about complicated checkout. Is your checkout easy? Does it take me a long time and a huge amount of info to complete the checkout? And am I prompted to create an account? So we know that once we do have that prompt of creating an account, we tend to see high bounce off rates. Am I able to check out as a guest? Is an important question you should be asking yourself. And then summing up with just a general info, as you can see, if you can see my screen, removing unnecessary links that might limit my navigation is a great idea. I don't want to be navigating through the website when I'm checking out. I want to be there, and I don't want to be hopping off to any other site. Don't overwhelm your client with a lot of info. It should be easy, as well as make sure the pre-fill billing is on. If you have that option, many of these big platforms offer that. So make sure I can pre-fill billing so this is done in seconds, milliseconds. And then also show which steps are people on to make sure that they know when the process checkout is done, when they are done shopping. Now, this is one of my favorite slides. Taken from eMarketer, we are trying to understand how people react to promotions and how people react to shipping, and then why do they choose to buy online and go to store, or vice versa. So what we see is most appealing promotional offers are 95% discounts. And discounts in general are a great promotional offer, looking at e-com from past years, as well as having a free shipping is a must. 52% of the people preferred free gifts, and 32% preferred loyalty points. Now, talking about why choose to buy online and go to store, 64% said they prefer not to pay for shipping. And then 37% said they needed it right away. Again, talking again about those 7 to 10 less days before Christmas and the deadlines for shipping. So 37% of those people needed it right away. And then 36% received a discount. So offering a small discount to those people who want to shop online and pick up in store is a great idea, because then we know that once they are in your store, they will probably buy more than one item, which means that you will increase your average order value. Just going off of some more promotional ideas, so coupon codes, gift under 20, gift under 50, gift under $100 tend to be very successful during the holiday season. Free gift boxes, custom gift messages, then guaranteed delivery dates are huge. Make sure people know when they're getting their gift. And then guaranteed in stock. as well as create some excitement about the New Year offer. What happens after Christmas if they shop with you during the holiday season? I hope you enjoyed this very valuable information. And without further ado, I am super duper excited to introduce Cecilia Roberts, who is the digital manager director for Mariemekko. So, Cecilia, please kindly introduce yourself to our audience.
Hi, Yael and everyone. Thank you so much for having me and sharing this presentation. There was a lot of good reminders and some really interesting tidbits. I'm the e-com and digital marketing manager at Mariemekko. Yeah, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
We are very excited to have you here. So I'm sure not a whole lot of people know about Mariemekko, and some of them really do. However, if you don't mind, please tell us a little bit about the brand, the history, what's unique about it, etc.
So Mariemekko is a very special brand. It's a Finnish lifestyle design house known for its artistry and original printmaking. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes.
Oh, good. Okay. So Mariemekko was founded by Armi Ratia in 1951. She is Finland's first woman corporate executive. So she bought this printing mill in 1951, and since then our textile fabric has been printed at that facility. To this day, all of our cotton, poplin, and voile ready-to-wear is printed out of our Helsinki printing mill, which also sits next to our headquarters there. And also, Armi was a genius in recognizing artistic talent, and she fostered and nurtured a culture of creative freedom at Mariemekko. So today, not only do we design new contemporary prints, we also design fashion, women's fashion, bags and accessories, stoneware, and glass. And Mariemekko was originally introduced to the U.S. market in the 1960s. When Jackie Kennedy was seen on the cover of Sports Illustrated in a Mariemekko dress. And eventually from there, it took off, and architects and artists adopted Mariemekko as the uniform of the intellectuals. Today, though, Mariemekko is a cult brand. It's niche, and it's renowned in the art and interior world.
That's amazing. So if you guys haven't had a chance, whoever is listening to us, or if you are watching this recording, I invite you to visit Mariemekko website. The prints and the product is absolutely amazing. So Mariemekko certainly has a rich history, and we're excited to hear more about your Q4 strategies. The big question, Q4. So first of all, you are located in New York, correct?
Yes.
And I'm sure it's easy to feed off the retail and entertainment, holiday energy there, and know what it takes to get the attention of those shoppers. So this also means that you have a dual role in driving both online and in-store sales, as many other marketers are also tasked with. So let's start with your online storefront, your website. Have you performed any changes to your product pages to increase conversions during Q4? And how does that pay into your bricks and clicks duality?
Yeah, actually, we enabled reserve and collect on our product pages for Q4 specifically. We're always looking for ways to drive traffic from e-com into retail and provide an omni-channel experience for our customers. So reserve and collect is going to encourage customers who want to either try on a dress or pick up a gift or consider it at the store. And it will give the chance for our retail team to upsell or allow the customer to discover the collection even more, even deeper.
That's pretty amazing. So, I'm going to ask the questions probably a lot of us want to know. The reserve and collect, was this an app in your ecom platform or a custom integration?
Yeah, this was a custom integration specifically for Mariemekko, so that we could meet all the demands of implementing reserve and collect across all of our markets in Finland, in Europe, in Australia, and the US, so that we all have different inventory and logistical needs, and so we built it in-house.
Again, amazing, and such a worthwhile development investment that probably pay off for you, especially as the average order value tends to increase with in-store sales, and our stats from earlier show that 54% shop both in-store and online last Thanksgiving weekend. So brick and mortar retail sales have, looking at the stats, straightened through 2018, as the in-store experience can provide emotional benefits and can be shared with friends and family that are hard to reproduce online. That feeling of touching a product and sharing it. There are several ways to advertise both online and in-store inventory through platforms like Facebook and Google. And most of the main e-com platforms and order management systems offer apps and plugins that don't require custom integration for basic usage. So, what steps in the sales process do you let customers know about the reserve and collect option?
They'll see the reserve and collect option immediately on the product page, and we'll also use email marketing, specific, especially during the gift season, reserve and collect like banners on emails.
That is awesome. And so the reserve and collect, is it integrated into the product page, or is it a pop-up?
It's integrated into the product page. It's like below the fold, like under the shop add to cart button.
That's very genuine. So is there anything else you guys are doing to cater an omni-channel shopping experience? Since you guys are not only online, you have, I'm not making a mistake, and if I'm quoting right, around 67 stores worldwide, brick and mortar.
Yeah.
What else are you doing to cater that omni-channel shopping experience?
So we're using our first-party data. We have a growing list of CRM, our email subscribers, and we not only use that to prospect to new customers, but also acquiring leads. And we're always working on building out segments to enable us to show like personalized or relevant and customized ads to specific visitors. For example, especially for us, it's important because we have such a wide breadth of products, ranging from home decor, women's ready-to-wear, and bags and shoes and everything in between. So this allows us to include a little bit of everything depending on who's shopping what.
Great. So you guys are segmenting your products. That is exactly what we were talking about earlier in the slide. So obviously, consumers today expect personal, frictionless experience through their interaction with brands, no matter when, where, or how they're interacting with them. Google's research says that 58% of consumers want promotions based on purchase history. So it's important to start segmenting those past purchasers in your CRM, POS, or email list systems now, right now, beyond reaching more recent website engagers. So is there a channel that you find particularly useful for customizing ads to your past customers?
100% Facebook and Instagram.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that. So what examples do you have about having Facebook? Can you just give us a few about Facebook and ads as far as customization goes?
Yeah, so we have, because we have multiple categories that are very different, we are working on showing ads to customers who've purchased ready-to-wear with ready-to-wear lifestyle images, and customers who purchased home with home lifestyle images. And this goes across all channels. So whether they bought in stores or online, on Facebook or Instagram, they'll see these specific or customized ads.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing the examples. It's super useful for other people to hear. So we're actually going to dive deeper into using custom audiences to decrease the time to conversion and increase ROI, as well as customer lifetime value later in the presentation. Now, I would expect that your audiences shift during the holiday. Cecilia, what are the changes you notice in shopping behaviors as we get closer to the holidays?
Well, our customers are looking for gifts at this time, or gearing up for it, and that typically means that they're buying lower price point products, and this affects our average basket. So we have to market our product. So what we do is market our home and accessories as giftable, and we create promos to answer to that demand. So we'll do like a 20% off a specific product. We accompany that message with holiday dressing or dressing for the festive season to lift our ready-to-wear, which has a higher price point, and that helps to stabilize our average basket around holiday.
That's actually very smart. So you have a low entry point, and then you try to increase your average order value by upselling and cross-selling. That's really great. A great way to extend holiday sales potential by product beyond gifts. So how are you addressing the demand for gifts on your website? So as far as the website itself.
What was that?
How are you guys addressing the demand for gifts on the website when it comes to the website design itself within page?
The design, yeah. Our navigation will be updated for the gift season, and our homepage will also have a switch over every week with specific gift inspirations in mind, as well as email. So across all channels, and we'll also do it on our social ads. So it'll be aligned and present across all channels.
That's really great. Again, thank you so much for this info. I'm sure a lot of us find it amazing to hear how you guys go about this. So for all those businesses and marketers out there in your shoes doing their best to win this holiday season, what is the takeaway that you like to leave them with today?
I would just say take your learnings from the rest of the year and last, and just amplify what worked and tweak what didn't. There's more than one way to crack an egg, so you'll get there. And even though we're all accountable and responsible for our results, it's important to have fun while you're learning and tweaking.
Oh, I like that. It's important to have fun. I like that last one. Well, thank you so much, Cecilia. I really do appreciate your time and all the little insights. We can all learn from it. I thank you again. For all of you guys, we will have, in case you have a question, you can post it. And if we have some time, we will address it. And if not, you should expect an email from us after this webinar. as well as you should be able to email me directly or go on our website and post whatever question you have post this webinar. I'm going to go ahead and continue with our slides. Going into the death and what Cecilia has addressed in her presentation and in her question. So staying competitive, merchandising and ad budgets. We recommend you look at your competition. You look at your prices, evaluate your promotions, the benchmarks, and once you know your competitive strategy, really think about how you can be competitive. So there is plenty of room for all sizes of businesses to be competitive against lower prices and higher ad budgets. While free shipping is expected these days, just like I said before, and we know taxes and tariffs have been hard on many businesses' bottom lines, now is the time to get creative. So some of the things you can do is offer free shipping and discounts where possible, and focus on more popular or unique products, or ones you can be more price competitive on because of their higher margins on the certain products you have. Or just like Cecilia mentioned, have a low price, have a low entry for your price for gifting, and then have an upsell or cross-sell on your web page or via your ads just right after the sale was made. If you can offer free shipping, and I know many of us can do that, promote your buy online and pick up free in store if you do have a hybrid business. Just like we talked about before, and Cecilia's note on it, we tend to see a higher average order value in store because people buy additional items when they go pick up their purchase in store, maybe, or they have a higher appetite for shopping. Who knows? But stats do show that we have increased average order value when they come and pick their gifts in store. Also, think about, can you offer a discount by offering a bundle that will kind of kick your price into that purchase into a certain level with increasing average order value? Or can you send a discount code for cart abandoners only as a last resort? Do you have to do it right away, or can you maybe have some value proposition or some content you can offer? And to sum up, most importantly, average order value also kind of connects to cost per acquisition. So decreasing your CPA with a full funnel approach. But we know from our in-house research as well as outside research that search and social decreased CPA by 46%. Same is true for search and programmatic campaigns. Now, once you have a good understanding of your competition and all the other merchandising and ad budgets and promotions you have, you're going to offer this holiday season, you want to make sure you stay competitive by having the right audiences. So we know that custom audiences, and that could be made on Facebook, on Google, on Trade Desk, plus lookalike audiences, have highest ROAS as well. Once you have those audiences under your umbrella, how do you increase ROI? So please think about lifetime value. And when I talk about lifetime value, what I mean is look at your CRM list, your email list, your POS list, and think about who spent the most money with you and what would you like to offer them this holiday season? Who shops at your store most frequently? And then once you have that, maybe you want to serve an ad to those who just made a purchase on your site, or offer additional item or complementary product during their checkout process, all the things we just talked about, and as well as bundling. So can you bundle 2 or 3 very related products or same product for a discounted price? Those questions are super important to ask this holiday season. Now, we know that building your email list and retargeting audience is key here. 90% of your website visitors aren't going to buy first time to visit. So you want to personalize and segment your email campaigns so you can give a second opportunity for those purchases to come back and buy. And then while you're building your targeting audience, please segment it. Having all those tracking codes for Facebook or for Google or for other platforms you're advertising with, make sure you segment those people by pages, by frequency, and by the actions they took on your website. And then let's talk about hooks, specifically on social media, because social media and e-com, they go together really well. So here are a few examples on how you can create intrigue with your ads. Showcase the problem. If your product solves a problem, showcase the problem and then how you resolve it. And then maybe you can engage with a question, as well as show authority and credibility. The last one is super important. We see small brands do really well when they show authority and credibility. That is with if they are featured on websites, if they have reviews, testimonials, please collect these and use them as your ammo going forward. Now, video certainly appeals to emotion through sight, sound, and emotion. According to our friends at Facebook, during the 2018 holiday season, 63% of shoppers either watched or posted videos in stores across platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, or Snapchat, and said that the story format is the new place for window shopping, where customers browse and find ideas and inspiration. So video brings those experiences to life. And no, videos don't have to be a high production value. In fact, the endemic video content appeals more natively to consumers. Facebook says that campaigns using static plus light well motion video achieved a 70% higher conversion lift versus static images alone. Now, let's briefly talk about full funnel strategy before I recap. So video can be used successfully across the funnel by strategically changing the creative message to help move the consumer through the purchase journey and straighten lifetime value. Video can be standalone platform like programmatic video, connected TV, or YouTube, or it can be inserted into platforms like social media as a more engaging way to drive a desired KPI in an ad. There are added value tools for video like YouTube Brand Lift Study, which we recommend to all our e-com clients, and we have had success with that. It can help you learn about your video messaging and promote brand preferences for early bird shoppers, for example, or tell you how your brand awareness increases before and after your holiday ad investment. So investing in video is a high recommended strategy for awareness, consideration, and loyalty in Q4 2019. So just to recap on what we have talked about today, you guys want to capitalize on early bird shoppers. You want to do it now. Don't wait for it. Now is the best time to do it. Invest in brand loyalty. It can extend your customer revenue and lifetime value. Use these audiences to create ads and offers now in October and November. Now, being competitive in this very competitive space, that doesn't just mean having the lowest priced product or spending the most on ad. It's about giving shoppers a good experience on your website, across channels, and addressing their concerns and desires in a personalized manner. So just like Cecilia said, segmenting your product list and then creating personalized messaging on the website, on your platforms, the advertising platforms, and your email is very much how you're going to be successful this holiday season. And don't solely set sales and revenue goal for your business. Set actionable micro goals that will drive sales and revenue for your business, and then jump into website CVR and drop in abandonment carts. In addition, think about your holiday season and also think about 2020, about Q1 and how you are going to drag this holiday memento into January, continuing into February, March, and so forth with holidays like Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, etc. And then our last point will be market smarter and not harder. I like that. So you want to use the customer data you already have available to you. It's very easy, and the integration is seamless, and the profit from it is huge. So if you have a list, go ahead and use it. I hope you enjoy this. And just a quick recap about AdTaxi. We are a Google partner, one of the 8 Facebook marketing partner. We have won awards, and we have multiple and custom strategies we build on daily basis for e-com customers. I invite you all to contact me or AdTaxi directly for a free audit. Or if you do have any questions, please feel free to direct them to me. Let me just check really quickly if we had any questions so far. Hold on a minute. So I had a question here saying, will we receive the list, this checklist? Yes, you will. After the webinar, you should receive an email that will address this webinar, the recording, and allow you to contact us if you have any direct questions. I should be able to, here we go. So to learn more about AdTaxi, check us out at adtaxi.com. And we have a bunch of events. Go to our adtaxi.com event and resource center, where you will be able to find a lot of good information as well as case studies. And I hope you all have a wonderful holiday season. I hope you're going to reach your goals. And while you do that, don't forget to have fun. Thank you so much for your time.